Get ready to leave the beaten path behind as we dive into some of the most remote and untouched places on Earth. These aren't crowded landmarks or tourist-filled cities. They're wild, hidden pockets of the planet where nature dominates and people, if they live there at all, have learned to survive in harmony with the extremes. From the windswept statues of Easter Island to the icy silence of Svalbard, each location holds a story shaped by isolation, resilience, and wonder. We'll travel across frozen tundras, misty forests, rugged islands, and towering peaks, places where wildlife thrives and the landscape feels almost otherworldly. Whether you're drawn to the stillness of untouched terrain, rare ecosystems, or dramatic scenery, these destinations offer a raw, unforgettable look at Earth in its purest form. Pack your sense of adventure. We're about to explore nature's most hidden masterpieces. These are the last frontiers, where Earth feels wild, free, and alive. Let's uncover the beauty that few have seen, and even fewer will ever forget. Svalbard, Norway. Svalbard is a remote Arctic archipelago belonging to the Kingdom of Norway, located between mainland Norway and the North Pole. The largest island, Spitsbergen, features dramatic glaciers, snow-draped peaks, and deep carved by ice over millennia. Despite its extreme climate, with polar nights in winter and the midnight sun in summer, around 2,500 people call Svalbard home, mostly residing in Longyearbyen, Warrensburg, and the research outpost of Ny-Ålesund. The region supports diverse Arctic wildlife including polar bears, reindeer, walruses, Arctic foxes, and seabird colonies. Human activity is mainly centered on scientific research, environmental monitoring, limited tourism, and remnants of coal mining. Governed under the Svalbard Treaty, the archipelago remains demilitarized and open to economic activity from all treaty nations, making it geopolitically unique. Svalbard is also renowned for its natural spectacles, especially the northern lights in winter and 24-hour daylight in summer. Reaching the islands typically involves flights from Oslo or Tromsø to Longyearbyen, though in summer, cruise ships may also bring visitors into this otherworldly Arctic wilderness. Easter Island or Rapa Nui, Chile. Easter Island or Rapa Nui rests in the heart of the southeastern Pacific Ocean, one of the most remote inhabited places on Earth. Though officially part of Chile, it lies over 2,300 miles from the mainland, surrounded by nothing but endless blue. What draws visitors here are the hauntingly majestic moai statues, massive stone figures carved by the island's ancient Polynesian settlers over 800 years ago. Each statue, weathered by time, silently watches over a landscape of rolling hills and volcanic craters. But there's more than mystery, and the stone's Rapa Nui's culture is vibrant and living. The small community preserves traditional dances, languages, and rituals, blending them with a modern lifestyle rooted in pride and resilience. White sand beaches, lava tunnels, and sacred sites offer a quiet escape into a world shaped by both legend and isolation. Getting to Easter Island requires a flight from Santiago, keeping mass tourism at bay and helping protect its delicate ecosystem and cultural heritage. Those who make the journey don't just visit, they step into a living mystery, where time moves slower and every sunrise feels sacred. Siwa Oasis. Egyptian desert oasis with rich history. Siwa Oasis, home to around 33,000 people mainly from the indigenous Berber ethnic group, preserves centuries-old traditions. Located about 350 miles from Cairo, it is accessible only by a combination of train and bus. The oasis is a popular destination for travelers seeking an authentic desert experience and traditional Berber culture. Visitors can explore ancient ruins like the Temple of the Oracle, historically linked to Alexander the Great, and enjoy local agricultural products such as dates and olives. The area also features Cleopatra's Bath, a natural mineral spring known for its healing properties. Accommodation includes the Desert Eco Lodge, built with traditional materials, providing an immersive cultural and environmental experience. Dalol, Ethiopia's fiery and hospitable landscape. Dalol, found within the Danakil Depression of Ethiopia, ranks among the hottest and most forbidding places on the planet. Despite its extreme remoteness, the local community surprisingly has access to modern conveniences such as satellite television and internet. The area is famous for intense geothermal activity, vivid hot springs, towering salt formations, and highly acidic pools that create a surreal, otherworldly landscape. European explorers first documented Dalol in the 1920s during expeditions to this harsh region. It lies near Ethiopia's border with Eritrea, close to the Red Sea coast. Reaching Dalol is notoriously difficult due to its unforgiving desert terrain, soaring temperatures, and unstable geological activity, meaning visitors must plan carefully and rely on skilled local guides to navigate safely. Temperatures in Dalol are blisteringly high, averaging around 95 degrees Fahrenheit but often soaring above 122 degrees, making it a place where vegetation struggles to survive and facilities are scarce. Patagonia, Chile, and Argentina. At the southern tip of South America, Patagonia stretches across Chile and Argentina. Presenting a vast and wild expanse of glaciers, jagged peaks, and fjords shaped by ancient ice, this remote wilderness is one of the last great places largely free from mass tourism, with few roads and even fewer permanent settlements. Patagonia's weather is harsh. Fierce winds, heavy snow, and sudden storms keep the landscape rugged and pristine. It's a magnet for hikers, climbers, and wildlife watchers alike, who might spot guanacos grazing or condors soaring high above. Despite the tough conditions, the region offers visitors unforgettable solitude amidst some of Earth's most dramatic natural beauty. Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia. Far in Russia's far east lies the Kamchatka Peninsula, a dramatic land where fire and ice collide. This volcanic region boasts dozens of active volcanoes, steaming geysers, and sprawling tundra, with almost no roads to interrupt its wildness. It's home to a rich variety of wildlife, from grizzly bears fishing in salmon-filled streams to eagles soaring overhead. Access is limited, mainly by air, which helps keep Kamchatka remote and largely untouched. Indigenous communities have long adapted to this challenging environment, balancing survival with respect for the land. For adventurous travelers, Kamchatka offers raw hiking experiences, natural hot springs, and a glimpse into one of the planet's most pristine wildernesses. Fiordland National Park, New Zealand. Located on New Zealand's South Island, Fiordland National Park is a vast wilderness of fjords, waterfalls, and ancient rainforests. Glaciers sculpted this dramatic landscape, carving deep valleys and towering cliffs that attract hikers and nature lovers worldwide. With few roads and an often cool, misty climate, the park feels remote and largely untouched. Native birds and rare plants thrive here, and ecosystems carefully preserved by conservation efforts. Iconic fjords like Milford Sound plunge into dark, clear waters surrounded by steep mountains, creating scenery that's both peaceful and awe-inspiring. Fiordland offers a true escape into raw natural beauty, perfect for those seeking quiet solitude. Socotra, a biodiversity gem in the Arabian Sea. Socotra, a remote archipelago located in the Arabian Sea and part of Yemen, is renowned for its extraordinary biodiversity and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its isolation has played a key role in preserving its unique ecosystems, making it a sanctuary for wildlife enthusiasts and scientists alike. The island supports a population of roughly 60,000 people, predominantly of Yemeni origin, who sustain themselves through fishing, farming, and raising livestock. Socotra's history dates back to at least the 1st century AD, shaped by the influences of diverse civilizations including Persians, Greeks, Romans, and Arabs. Its strategic location in the Arabian Sea established Socotra as a vital trading hub over centuries, leaving a rich cultural legacy alongside its natural wonders. Tsingy de Bemaraha, Madagascar. Tsingy de Bemaraha is a strange and striking limestone forest in western Madagascar, where razor-sharp pinnacles rise like stone needles from the earth. This surreal landscape is home to many species found nowhere else on Earth, making it a hotspot for biodiversity. The area's labyrinth of narrow canyons and towering karsts is difficult to navigate, with trails that wend through caves and overhanging bridges. Remote and protected, Tsingy offers an otherworldly experience to those willing to explore its sharp, jagged terrain and glimpse rare lemurs, birds, and reptiles that have adapted to this unique environment. Tibetan Plateau. Known as the roof of the world, the Tibetan Plateau is an immense high-altitude region covering much of western China. This vast, sacred land is one of the most sparsely inhabited places on Earth, with small, scattered communities living in tough conditions far above sea level. The plateau's expansive grasslands, snow-capped peaks, and clear blue skies create a striking, almost otherworldly atmosphere. Life here revolves around ancient traditions and spiritual practices that have endured for centuries. For travelers, the Tibetan Plateau offers both physical challenges due to altitude and the chance to witness a culture deeply connected to its dramatic environment. Ittoqqortoormiit, Greenland. Ittoqqortoormiit is a tiny village perched on Greenland's eastern coast, surrounded by towering icebergs and an endless Arctic silence, one of the most remote settlements in the world. It feels frozen in time, with a population that lives closely tied to the rhythms of sea ice and hunting traditions. The harsh environment limits access, with travel possible only by helicopter or boat during short summer months. Despite the isolation and brutal winters, locals maintain a resilient community, adapting to this frozen wilderness where polar bears roam nearby, and the northern lights paint the night sky. Rainforests of Borneo, heart of Kalimantan. Deep within Borneo's Kalimantan region lies one of the oldest rainforests on Earth, a vast tangle of towering trees, winding rivers, and extraordinary wildlife. This dense jungle is home to orangutans, pygmy elephants, and countless rare plants, many of which remain little studied. Access here is limited, with travel often requiring long river journeys or trekking through challenging terrain. Indigenous communities live in harmony with the forest, practicing traditional ways that have helped protect this vital ecosystem. The heart of Kalimantan remains a powerful reminder of nature's resilience and the importance of preserving the world's remaining wild places. South Georgia Island, Subantarctic Ocean. South Georgia Island is a wild, remote outpost nestled in the turbulent waters of the South Atlantic Ocean. This windswept land is covered in glaciers and jagged peaks, where vast colonies of penguins march tirelessly across rocky shores and seals lounge amid forgotten whaling stations. Despite its icy, harsh climate, South Georgia bursts with life. Albatrosses circle overhead, and whales migrate through nearby seas. The island's brutal beauty has kept it largely untouched by humans, save for scientists and a few adventurous visitors drawn to its rugged isolation and dramatic landscapes. Access is difficult, requiring long sea voyages or specialized flights, reinforcing South Georgia's status as one of the planet's last great wildernesses. Salar de Uyuni, nestled high in the Andes of southwestern Bolivia, Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat on Earth. A vast, blinding white desert that stretches over 10,000 square kilometers. This surreal landscape was formed by ancient evaporated lakes and is so flat that during the rainy season, a thin layer of water transforms it into a perfect mirror of the sky. The effect is otherworldly, blurring the lines between heaven and earth. Despite its remote setting, small communities live nearby, some of whom harvest salt or guide visitors across the endless expanse in 4x4 vehicles. A rocky island covered in giant cacti, offering panoramic views of the salt sea. For those willing to make the journey, usually via flights to Uyuni from La Paz or long bus rides. Salar de Uyuni offers one of the planet's most unique and photogenic landscapes, truly a natural wonder beyond imagination. Rainbow Mountains, Peru. Tucked deep in the Peruvian Andes, the Rainbow Mountains, or Vinicunca, are a spectacular geological marvel where layers of mineral-rich sediment have painted the slopes in vibrant hues of red, gold, turquoise, and lavender. Located at over 5,000 meters, 16,000 feet above sea level, reaching them requires a challenging trek through high-altitude terrain, often accompanied by llamas and sweeping views of the snow-capped Tsingy Range. The area is sacred to local Quechua communities, whose traditions remain strong and deeply connected to the land. While the journey is tough, the reward is extraordinary. A panoramic canvas of natural color that seems almost too vivid to be real. Travelers often start from Cusco and take day tours or multi-day treks, making this a true adventure for those drawn to both natural beauty and cultural depth. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed discovering these breathtaking remote wonders, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. At Top Travel Paradise, we take you to the world's most awe-inspiring and hidden destinations. See you on the next journey.